Hey class, this is Mr. Ellul. As I said to you in the spring, I'm going to make a series of videos where we're going to be doing a lot of work outside of class. And this is the first video of several that you're going to have that you're going to learn most of physics, hopefully. And I'm doing all this impromptu. I'm just pulling up my files, and most of these files are going to be on PowerPoint, and some are going to be Word documents, or some are going to be internet websites, but like I said, this is all going to be impromptu, so sometimes I'm going to make mistakes, and I think I'm just going to keep on going on, and I don't think I'm going to be editing much of this. But once again, my name's Mr. Ellul, and I'm excited to get back to the school. Hopefully you had a restful summer. I know I did. I was Mr. Stay-at-home Dad this summer with my two children. I've got a 2.5-year-old and an 8-month-old, and they kept me busy. So right now I'm in my basement while they nap upstairs, and I figured I would put together this first introductory video, and maybe I can introduce to you what the class will be like and what the syllabus is like. So here we go. I think I emailed this to you. Hopefully I did email this to you. And this is the updated syllabus that I made, and you can see here that we're going to be in room 118 again, and there's my contact information and my email. Just a quick note on emails. Email is super important. I send out all kinds of information to you. I'll send out packets in advance so that you can see them before class. I can send out answer documents. I'll probably send out links to videos through email. So make sure you have a working email account and that you use it frequently and check it frequently. So our objective, or I'm sorry, our overview is basically this is going to be a college level physics class, and it's going to cover 5 general areas: mechanics, which is all your motion stuff; thermal physics, which is all about heat. Most of that you've seen hopefully in chemistry; electricity and magnetism; waves and optics; and atomic and nuclear physics. As we get towards the end, atomic and nuclear is quite an advanced topic, but we get through it pretty quickly, pretty easily. In this course, you're going to gain an understanding of the fundamental laws of the universe and hopefully apply them to problem-solving situations. The prerequisites: you should have a strong math background and a willingness to excel. I think that everybody in here, I've looked over a lot of the prerequisites, and I think that everybody in here is going to be just fine with their math background. It's not necessarily required that you have a pre-calculus or calculus class on your schedule to be taking this class. You just have to be good at algebra, and you'll find that pretty quickly. The textbook we're going to get when we get back to school, and we're going to be using G and Coley. It's a college level physics book, and it's about $100. So when you get it, please be careful with it. Graphing calculator is super important in this class, and as I'll show you in a minute, the AP Physics test is a test that you're allowed to use these graphing calculators, and it's stated specifically on the AP College Board website that you can use these calculators. You don't have to clear the memories, and you can use programs, and so we try to utilize all of that. And so I expect that you're going to have a graphing calculator, and you can get anywhere from a TI-83 to a TI-86. I realize the TI-86 is an older version, but 83s and 84s will work just fine. The plus just means there's additional added features. It's not really necessary. You'll also need several 2-inch 3-ring binders, 20 dividers. I'm going to give you some equation sheets and the course objectives you'll have. But these are the required materials, things that you're going to need every day. Hopefully you're a person who's normally organized, because without organization you're going to be lost, and that's super important for this class. Participation, attendance is super important, because in this class, if you miss a day, miss 2 days, it's not like missing a day in a regular physics class. You're going to be missing way more information than your general level classes. For homework, the way that I hope that this class will go is that the homework is going to be assigned in class. I want to spend class time to be working on problems you can work on problems with the students in the class, and if you don't get it done, that would have to be taken home. But hopefully, if things go well, I'll be able to do videos like this where it'll give you the basic information for the lesson. You'll be able to learn that at home, and then we'll do the homework in class. So this is really what's called a flipped class model, and more teachers are starting to do this. I don't know of any in our high school that are doing it yet, but I've read a lot about it online, and it seems like a good idea, so we're going to give it a try. WebAssign is an online learning and homework service. There's a lot of things that we can do with WebAssign. In the past, we've only used it for homework. This year, we might explore more, but it's a service that has been purchased by the school in the past, and you should not have to pay for that. It's about $10, I believe, and I'll make a video on how to enroll in WebAssign and how to use that in the future. Obviously, you can see technology, the way it's gone in the last 5 years, even 10 years. Technology is just exploding. Right now, I'm making a video that's explaining my syllabus, so I've never done this before. If you have a computer with internet access, you have everything that you need to be successful in this class. We're going to possibly use Blackboard, which is an online learning site. I have some other blogging sites that I've created and some other websites that I can post documents to. And obviously YouTube is where you're going to be getting a lot of these videos. Labs. Hopefully with this new way that we've set up this class, it's going to free up a lot of time in class so I don't have to lecture. So we'll be doing a lot of in-depth labs and activities where you can do a lot of the research and analysis right there in class with your classmates. And according to what a lot of colleges want, they want to see a lab binder or lab notebook that you can provide evidence that you've completed some of the classic labs in physics. So it's very important that we do a lot of these labs, and they show up on the free response problems as well on the exam. For tests and quizzes, I give a lot of variety of tests and quizzes for AP Physics. Most of the time I just give a unit test that will incorporate either several units or several parts of one unit. And sometimes I give check quizzes, which are pop quizzes, or I'll let you know in advance. So there's a variety of ways that I'm going to assess you, and just be ready and make sure you're doing your homework every day. The makeup policy, obviously the school has a makeup policy, whereas if you're absent for 1 day, you have 1 day to make up homework. If you're absent for 3 days, you have 3 days to make up homework. So that's pretty much what we're going to be doing. But like I said, if you're absent, especially for a long period of time, you get behind very quickly. Late assignments, in general, I don't accept late assignments unless you have a really good excuse. If I do accept a late assignment, it would be for partial credit. It would not be for full credit. And the AP exam is going to be in May. The date for this year's AP Physics test is May 13th. It's also the same day of the biology exam, so if you're going to be taking biology, AP biology as well, just realize you're going to be taking 2 exams in the same day. Physics is always in the afternoon, and AP biology is in the morning. So I think that runs us through the front. I already talked about attendance. A lot of the videos, and I know here it says it's difficult to recreate the content of the lesson, but I'm making most of my lessons on video. So what's nice about that is you'll be able to go back. Even if you're absent, you can watch the video from home. The quarter grades are broken down. I changed this. In the past, tests and quizzes were 70%. I cut it down to 60 and added those the weighted percentages to the homework and labs. So homework would be 20%, and this includes the WebAssigns and all the in-class stuff that we do. The labs and activities and other in-class stuff that we do together would be another 20%. So total of 100% for the quarter. And just like all your other classes, the breakdown for the semester should be 40, 40, 20. And here's our grading system. This is the Lanscrews grading policy. This is district-wide. Notice that you can get an A+ if you have 100% or higher. And it is possible to get 100% or higher. You just have to do extra credit. and make sure that you score really well on all your tests. And I do curve the test quite a bit. There's also going to be a 0.5 grade bump for completion of this class as well. You won't see that on the AP grade. In other words, if you, let's say, score an A-, it's not going to bump you up to an A. You won't see an A on your transcript. It'll still be an A- on the transcript, but your grade point average will be increased. Alright, so that pretty much takes us through the syllabus. I know you could have read most of that, but I figure this is my first video, so why not do it on the syllabus? So once again, I wish you the best this year. Hopefully this syllabus or any other materials I've sent you so far hasn't intimidated you at all. That's not my intention. I don't want to intimidate you. I just want to get started early, because I know how tight our schedule is and how crunched for time that we get. If we get off to a good start in the beginning and maybe get a unit completed in advance, then we'll have more time later on to review and boost up our scores. So again, welcome to AP Physics. I'm looking forward to working with you, and hopefully this will be the start of a great year.